Hello everyone. I am your host with an amazing brand new video in which we will talk about the top 10 ever power movies to watch on Netflix. First of all, be sure to subscribe our YouTube channel for more informative videos. Netflix users may find themselves in the mood for additional action films to pique their interest in an exciting spectacle after the release of Joe and Anthony Russo's new spy movie The Gray Man. The streaming service, which is perhaps the greatest name in streaming entertainment, has gathered a sizable collection of original movies since it started making its own in 2015. Although the streaming service has a checkered history overall, its top films are equally as good as anything you can see in a cinema. We now review our list. Number 10, Kate, 45%. Kate, which tells the tale of an assassin out for vengeance after discovering she has been poisoned and only has a day to live, treads on well-worn ground, which may account for the film's underwhelming critical reception. Even so, a film starring a skilled performer like Mary Elizabeth Winstead is at least worth a shot. American action thriller Kate was released in 2021 and was written by Umair Alim and directed by Cedric Nicholas Troyan. Mary Elizabeth Winstead, Miko Martineau, Woody Harrelson, Tadanobu Asano, Mikhail Husman, Miyavi, and Jun Kunimura are among the cast members of the movie. The movie centers on the assassin Kate. Winstead, whose mentor and handler, Harrelson, gives her the task of killing a powerful Yakuza boss. When Kate learns she has been poisoned and only has a day or so to live during her final assignment, she utilizes the time to exact revenge and find out who set her up. Number 9, Black Crab in 2022, 54%. The 2022 Swedish action thriller Black Crab, 1, was written by Adam Berg and Pelle Rodström and directed by Adam Berg. Dar Salim, Aliette Oppheim, and Noomi Rapace are the main actors. In a risky mission to skate across sea ice behind enemy lines, a speed skater, Rapace, is drafted to join a team of soldiers. A secret gift that, according to the team's instructions, could put an end to the war needs to be delivered to an island research facility. The movie starts with a flashback sequence where Ed and her daughter Vanya are stuck in traffic in a car. When adversaries arrive, civilians are attacked, and the couple is made to exit the vehicle. Several years later, Ed, who is now a soldier, is getting off a train. She is left stranded at the base after a lieutenant drives her there through a sketchy neighborhood. When refugees attack Ed, she fights her way free. She is escorted to a briefing with Colonel Rod after arriving at the base, where she also meets the 4 soldiers picked for the special mission: Captain Forsberg, Karimi, Malik, and Granvik. Number 8, Extraction, 67%, 2020. The 2020 American action thriller Extraction is based on the graphic novel Ciudad by Andy Parks, Joe Russo, Anthony Russo, Fernando Leon Gonzalez, and Eric Skillman. It is directed by Sam Hargrave, in his featured directorial debut, and written by Joe Russo. Chris Hemsworth, Rudraksh Jeswal, David Harbour, Gulshifta Farahani, Pankaj Tripathi, and Randeep Hooda, who is making his international film debut, are among the actors who appear in the movie. In the movie, an Australian black operations mercenary is betrayed while on a mission to rescue an Indian drug lord's kidnapped son in Dhaka, Bangladesh. Extraction premiered on Netflix on April 24, 2020. Although the writing of the movie was critiqued, the performers and action scenes garnered high appreciation. With an estimated 99 million households watching it in its first 4 weeks, it became the most watched original movie in Netflix history. A follow-up is being created. Number 7, Triple Frontier, 2019, 70%. Before J.C. Shander, A Most Violent Year, brought it to fulfillment, Triple Frontier was a movie that had been in development for almost 10 years. It had gone through multiple cast changes and production delays. Although the film may not have been as popular as Netflix had planned, it garnered generally favorable reviews, thanks in large part to the excellent ensemble cast, which was led by Oscar Isaac in an anti-heroic role. Triple Frontier is a heist movie with a surprisingly high level of ambition. It centers on a group of ex-Delta Force members who steal $75 million from a Colombian cartel and then, after they attempt to flee fails, are forced to live in the harsh Andean foothills. Although it's not a great film, the cast is excellent, and the tension is excellent. Number 6, Hold the Dark, 2018, 71%. Jeremy Saulnier, who received international praise for directing gritty thrillers like Blue Ruin and Green Room, is one of the most intriguing directors to break out in the 2010s. Hold the Dark, his Netflix debut, may not have attained the dizzying heights of its predecessors, but it nonetheless packs a punch for viewers who prefer more cerebral fare. The film is set in rural Alaska, making it the ideal location for its bleak and gritty tale of a writer who becomes enmeshed in the investigation of the child's strange abduction. The cast, which includes actors like Jeffrey Wright, Riley Keough, and James Badgedale, does a fantastic job in the film, but Alexander Skarsgård stands out as a warlike evil father. Number 5, Blood Red Sky, 2021-80%. The horror category is one in which Netflix frequently shines, offering a wide range of top-notch movies and television shows like The Haunting of Hill House. In Blood Red Sky, a British-German co-production and one of the company's more action-oriented horror films, terrorists who hijack a plane end up with more than they bargained for when one of the passengers turns out to be a vampire. Even though the Die Hard on an X premise has been used on airplanes before, the fact that Nadia, the movie's Nadia, is a vampire, lends it a distinctive twist. In addition, it develops suspense more gradually than many viewers might anticipate before erupting into an all-out action movie. Number 4, The Old Guard, 2020-80%. The Old Guard is largely regarded as Netflix's best superhero movie to date, similar to some of its major studio competitors. The Old Guard, which is based on Greg Rucka's comic book of the same name, received the Old Guard's highest Metacritic score of any Netflix original action movie, indicating that it was lauded by both reviewers and viewers as one of the greatest action films of 2020. The character interactions in The Old Guard, especially those between Niall, Kiki Lane, and Andy, let it stand out from the competition, Charlize Theron. The film has a lot of heart because of its master-apprentice dynamic, and Andy in particular is a fascinating character whose past might support a whole series of movies. Number 3, Okja, 2017-86%. In recent years, South Korea has developed into a center of pop culture, and one of its finest directors is Bong Joon-ho, whose work in movies like The Host, Snowpiercer, and especially Parasite has brought him widespread praise throughout the world. Even though Okja isn't his most well-known movie, it was a hit and received high praise for its clever blend of adventure and incisive social critique. With its seemingly innocent concept of a girl and her pig-like monster named Okja leading to a satirical sci-fi thriller about the meat industry, animal rights, and eco-terrorism, the film, like all of Bong's films, has a lot to say. Thankfully, the message does not overpower the film but rather enhances it by providing viewers with some thought-provoking questions. Number 2, Wheelman, 2017-88%. Grillo is one of the most underappreciated action actors working today. As a performer, he consistently outdoes himself with his acting prowess and cool manner. Fans of classic action are in for a wonderful treat when a terrific film like Wheelman comes along, since he is a bright point in even the worst movies. After a heist goes wrong, Wheelman follows the titular getaway driver as he searches for a double-crosser. The picture is largely a one-man show starring Grillo, which adds to the tight atmosphere and superb tension-building action sequences. The story is simple yet effective. Number 1, The Night Comes For Us, 2018-91%. The Night Comes For Us is the greatest substitute for the once-promised third installment for fans of this series. The film is an Indonesian action movie that raises the bar established by the Raid films to provide audiences with an amazing experience. It tells the blood-soaked tale of an enforcer for a crime syndicate who betrays his employers to protect an innocent child. With Joe Taslim starring as protagonist Dito and Iko Uwais portraying a villain against type in one of his best martial arts films, the film reunites some of Indonesia's greatest action heroes. Even if the film's graphic violence may have scared off some viewers, it surely made an impression, especially on those who enjoy gritty action movies. Do you like this video? Openly give your opinion in comment section. And don't forget to press subscribe button to follow our more videos in future.